Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming out tonight. Appreciate you all coming. I really enjoy hearing from all of you. I'm not very eloquent, so I'm going to stumble through this. First of all, I think it's Jerry. Elaine, are you the organizer of the petition? Who is that? Jerry? Okay. Great job. Thank you so much for doing that. I am very interested in hearing from the people of Webster and what matters to you and your priorities, because Webster is changing. And I hope that it changes to benefit and favor the people of Webster, because that's why we have a town board, and that's why we have a planning board and a village board that met a few minutes ago. So I'm just going to be straight with you all. The way that this town board is working in its current form, things are not going to work out realistically in your favor. Part of it is because of the way the previous administration captured the town comprehensive plan steering committee and canceled you out. They do not recognize you as stakeholders in the future of Webster. So the next 5 years, we may be priced out. I hear from people who are already struggling. Things are going to start changing a lot. Now, we have a year with this new town board because for some reason, people in our town go to the polls and they vote D down the line, regardless of who's on it, regardless of qualifications or competency, etc. There's a lot of evidence to suggest that we may have a rough year. These new rules and restrictions are all meant to enforce the board's view through police action. They do not allow you to speak without permission. They do not allow you to clap. They say, and this is very wrong, by the way, that they have the authority to bar you from participating. No, that is not the case. Again, the board is putting out misinformation. The issue at hand here is the comprehensive plan. The steering committee that the town put together was organized illegally in violation of town law. Town law says there's got to be a special board that is organized or appointed, in this case probably by a town board or a special board, and that board sets the qualifications for application to the steering committee. The steering committee, that cost us not that much. We received a grant for it, and a total of about $110,000 for the steering committee. It's been taking quite a while to go through the process. What it does is it allows the town to make decisions in terms of zoning and land use policy in the future without involving us. That means if they want to put a commercial corridor on Phillips Road or build a new industrial zone for a solar farm next to Xerox, there's absolutely nothing that anyone can do about that. This is my fault personally because I made a critical strategic error, maybe back in July. I came stupidly to the town board and I asked them, you did X, Y, Z, or you did whatever, A, B, C, and D, and you forgot to do C, which was to authorize the steering committee. They authorized it through a town board resolution, thus for rectifying the critical procedural defect. The critical procedural defect of organizing a steering committee is still just as much in effect as it previously was. So
you have 30 seconds left, Kevin. Just giving you a heads up.
Frantic to maintain control over the public forums, assert their power through force, through the police, against citizens, which is these new weird, frantic rules that they conjured up. But furthermore, they're going to do whatever they want with the land, regardless of what we think, because they canceled us all out as stakeholders. If we want to fix this problem, we have to address the fundamental issue, which is going back and fixing the critical procedural defect in how the steering committee for the comprehensive plan was organized, so that they don't
Thank you,
choose
Kevin.
the people on the
your 5
board.
minutes is up.
It's us who are able to apply to the board and thus have an effect on the land use and zoning laws in the future. I hope that's clear to everybody.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin.